All right, James, I want to point out whoever did this has heat with me because they stole my gimmick right here, circling it. But good job analyzing it. We're going to go up here. Here's my theory. We're going to play it straight through, but I have the theory pretty much on deck here. Boom. Slow-mo. Ow. Now, this is usually when you roll, you don't have this leg so far out. So all the weight is down on that ankle right here. It's kind of a weird, I think Buddy Murphy thought, or Buddy Matthews thought he was going to do the hop over thing, land and kind of do that twist, like where you just got to kind of go, you know what I mean? You kind of fancily go over the top rope, spin your body, and you go towards the other corner. That didn't really work out for him. Whew, he's okay, huh? Or is he not?
No, he's not. He's on crutches now.
Oh man.
And he's not a small boy, is he? Either, to put all that weight.
No,
on.
and like I said, with this leg being all the way out here, all this weight is coming right down on that ankle. Like all the weight is right there. Now, here's my theory about that. My theory about why this happened is it's a freak thing. That could be part of it. But he was so excited about working in his home country. He was so excited and just ready to get in the ring, so pumped up. And for some reason, Murphy's Law, when that happens and you're out of sorts and you don't have that poise and that presence or the total poise and presence, just bad things happen. Like I said, it's more Murphy's Law. Home country. I think he went over too, right?
No, he lost.
Is Vince McMahon booking AEW?
Of the 5 matches on AEW Collision with local or at least New Zealand talent, 4 of them lost.
Wow. I would have never guessed that.
Well, in the first match, it's Carl Fletcher. He's a heel. No one wanted him to win anyway. Second one was Harley Cameron, who everyone wanted to win, and she didn't. Third match was Jay White, who there was nothing even on the line in that match, and for some reason he was on the losing end with Adam Copeland. Adam Copeland was the one who ended up getting submitted to death, and then Buddy Matthews lost, but then finally Tony Storm won. So that's exactly what I said. I went, is Vince McMahon booking this show? Because that's what he does.
I mean, did somebody kiss Tony Khan's ass on the show or I did from Australia? But that's what I think. I think it's one of those things. I've been there and every wrestler's been there. In your own hometown, you're going back to your home country. You're very excited, and that excitement, I just see a little bit like when he went over, he had a little bit of extra oomph in to get in the ring. Like, I'm really intense. And this part of the ring here, I'll go back to it. This part of the ring here is one of the most dangerous parts. That's why I don't want to understand why people do the apron bumps and everything. Because usually, and it looks like, from what I'm seeing here, James, it looks like I'm used to like having like divots and bumps in this part of the ring, and they usually tuck it in the middle, and then towards the edges and the apron is where you get the instability and it's not completely flat. But this does look pretty flat, but I can see what you're saying. Look, this could also have something to do with it. The bouncy ring, and number 2, dude, that's at like a 10 to 15 degree angle. The ring post. Do you see that? That could have something to do with it too.
So you think like maybe the apron could be on a bit of a slant or a bit of a dip, and that could have caused, or maybe it just has so much flex and give. Maybe that could have caused it.
The flex, the bounciness, but also what I'm looking at here is it looks like the actual ring, not the apron, but the mat is like lower than the skirt. Do you see that? Like sunk in a little bit. So when you zoom in, right there, like I'm zooming on the ankle. I must. How's that? I must do it. But it looks like, I mean, it looks flat in a way, but it also looks like what you said, the bounciness, and right where he landed, it looks like it's sinking down a bit on that. Dare I say it, in a stiffer ring, I'm not sure if he would have been injured any less, but maybe the stiffness would have prevented it from rolling so much, because that's a full-on, like his, I'm going to do it again. I must. Dude, the bottom of his foot is completely like pointed that way to the other corner of the ring. That's a fall. And dare I say it, he would have been better off breaking his ankle than spraining it, twisting it, tearing the ligaments, tearing the tendons. The recovery time from a broken bone is always a lot less than when you're tearing all that stuff, or he just strained everything and it's just going to be a nagging injury for a guy that uses a lot of jumps, a lot of running, a lot of, aerial stuff. And then you're going to land on that. Like, even if you're going to come down with a double axe handle, he's going to be feeling that for months. If not, even this could be a thing like with my back or my neck or other things where that injury is just going to creep up for the rest of his life.
It might not. You might be fine afterwards.
Look at it.
Just what I'm thinking of. There's no padding on the turnbuckles, which I think people think that, the actual bit where you hit your back on when you're whipped into the corner is the turnbuckles, but the turnbuckle is actually the metal strut that keeps the ropes to the post. And there's no padding.
Oh, you mean the padding that covers that with WWE has the black Velcro things and stuff like that. So this is unprotected right here. But dare I say it, if it was, I would say that would probably have accounted for him slipping. But there's no accounting for the slipping because he has a good grip on these metal turnbuckles.